the all-important mask, beret, and glasses.
And then the transformation is complete.
And fake face to fake face, the comparison is impressive.
I gotta say, the clothes make the man, don't they?
They seriously do.
But is it good enough? After all, there are some obvious flaws in this face-off.
The technique that was used to make this mask involves sculpting it over a generic inner mold. That means that every time a different person wears it, it's going to look slightly different. In my case, Adam's head here is a bit larger and fatter than it is in real life, so the masks aren't perfect. The question here is how far can we actually go towards fooling a mark? We can do things like wear the clothes of the original person, we can act like the original person. Ha! Really loose. We can even distract the mark. So all of those things cumulatively may well have the effect of completing the illusion much better than any individual technique would by itself.
Well, these guys are done and they look pretty darn good.
So how do you want to start testing?
Well, let's say we bring in some members of the general public, people who are familiar with our faces but don't know us, and see if these can fool them.
To simulate a guard watching a building's entrance, our volunteers who know Jamie and Adam, but not personally, will be told their task is to focus a laser on a target.
This is going to be cool.
However, we'll really be testing their powers of observation. And the third contestant not only confirms the conclusion, she pinpoints the why.
When you first said go, because you sounded kind of strange.
My voice?
Yeah.
Yep, despite the voice coaching, Jamie still sounds like Jamie.
Go.
And as soon as he opens his silicone-covered mouth, he gives the game away.
Hello?
The next three contestants are taken through the test.
Go.
It's focused on that target.
But as before, they keep any suspicions they have to themselves.
Next.
Until confronted by the real Jamie and asked directly.
What tipped you off?
The voice difference.
Stop.
So it's confirmed the voice is the giveaway.
Next.
We're going to eliminate the voice from the next three tests.
So the next batch of test subjects will be subjected to the silent treatment.
She hasn't found out anything yet. She doesn't have a clue.
But fake Jamie is in clear view, and she can't help but see him. So, as the guard to this building, will our volunteer note our masked intruder is not who he's pretending to be?
Hello.
Hi. That is awesome. You are a dead ringer. That's amazing.
At what point did you finally feel like something was wrong with the disguise?
The first moment I looked at your face.
Which was straight on?
Yes. Which when I was right here. Yeah. Up until then, I thought you were Jamie.
Excellent. Throughout the test, you thought this person was me.
Yes.
I think that went well.
I think so.
With 3 from 3, the results are cut and dry.
When did you notice that something was wrong?
When I turned to shake his hand after the final tests, it didn't look quite right.
I think it's time to move from people who are familiar with us to people who really know us. I think it's time to bring in Carrie and Grant.
You know, I've got an idea. What if we invite them over for what we're calling an observation test, and we expose them to you dressed as me, but every time we do that, we introduce a subtle wardrobe change, and maybe that'll distract them enough to pull this off.
I think that's great.
I feel like I should be able to pick differences. I mean, I think I know Jamie pretty well. Okay, raise the curtain.
At 90 feet with no actual changes to Jamie's wardrobe,
Wow, 90 feet is far.
Carrie doesn't notice anything untoward. But at 70 feet, she takes the bait.
Well, obviously the orange belt is different.
It's not until she's at 5 feet that she's willing to elaborate.
That doesn't look like Jamie. There's some sort of prosthetics or something going on.
And even then, it takes a moment before she's ready to commit.
There's not one thing changing. There is a complete difference that I didn't see at 90, and I thought I saw at 70, but I doubted myself. But at 5, Unless he ate some shellfish and he's allergic, there's something going on. I knew there was some trickery.
I've known Jamie for approximately 12 years, and I am intimately familiar with how he looks. And the reason is that he always wears exactly the same thing. Man, from this distance, that looks like everyday Jamie. For the entire time that I've known Jamie, he has always had the mustache and the beret. And the rest of his wardrobe hasn't changed in probably 8 years. All right, well, that's easy. I mean, he's got a fluorescent orange belt on.
As the test progresses, despite Grant's close relationship with Jamie,
those would be the wrong shoes.
He appears to be completely oblivious he's looking at Adam. How close will he get before he realizes?
Okay, 5 feet. Jamie, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, raise the curtain. That's strange. It looks like a wax figure of Jamie. I know it sounds weird. I don't think that's the real Jamie up there.
Yep, incredibly, until you get up close, the mask really does work.
You!
Doctor. Hold this for a second.
Oh my goodness. Wow! I feel so embarrassed. I've known Jamie for over 10 years, and it took me up until the 5-foot mark to realize that this is not Jamie. Now, that was actually you.
The whole time.
That was you the whole time.
That was me the whole time.
I must say I'm quite surprised. We were able to fool both Grant and Carrie. I'm getting the distinct impression that this deception business is all about the circumstances. If you get the right combination of distractions and distance and that kind of thing, you can get away with murder. So how do we want to call this?
Is it possible to impersonate somebody with a full pullover head mask?
Well, obviously at this range, you're not you. But given enough distance and distraction, I think we're going to have to call this one plausible.
And creepy.
Plausible it is.